ahead, jump and hop at it, hop at it. Rep for your bronze, where your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man on me.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down, Kaufman, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Murray. He finds his target. It's Evans. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Army.
Check 50. General West. Speed grip.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 53, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Hey, exit.
Check. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Wilson's got it complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Set, ready. 70, Indy. 5.
Mike 22.
Now.
Mike 22.
To throw on 3rd down. Bowman. Got his target, Samuel. 23 yards, the final tally. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
10-2 stop.
Come on.
Hey!
We got it. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 3.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Wilson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Bowman. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Number 53. Mike 53. Hey, get away.
Down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Check 53.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 53 is mine. I'm here all day. 53 is
Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bowman. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Ben Banago just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Ready,
And
set.
now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Hey, Haywood. Yep.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Hit it.
From the gun, Bowman. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 31-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. Ready.
On first down, it's Wilson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Operating from the gun, Bowman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Steve Griffin.
Looking to throw. Bowman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Murray steps away to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back.
Try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Murray now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Kaufman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here comes Pettis on the return.
Oh, no. No way.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Yeah, and I don't ever punt to him. I always punt out of bounds. Fucked up.
Ready, break. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's go one more.
On 1st down, Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey.
53 to Mike. 53.
2nd and 2. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Hassan Reddick charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 2.
53, Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Ready, go. Get it.
From the gun, Bowman. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Boy went back 3 yards. Still about to get a field goal.
And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You don't want no problems with me.
Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd down, Kaufman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And this is caught by Evans. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go, D. Check 24. Check 24. Switch.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
Shit.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Are you playing that new map, Steve?
Yeah, that Rust.
On the ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a decent enough secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
God damn.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
I just let Robbie.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Charlie. Ready? What? Squeeze. Ready?
Back to throw. Bowman. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st and 10, Bowman. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike 22, Mike 22. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now!
22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Know your job.
Hard. Defense.
To throw on third down, Bowman. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Stop.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the...
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, but I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On second down now, Kaufman. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Murray. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
First down, Arizona.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Ross, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. On third down, Murray. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Damn. I want to call my fucking care package on,
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Oh, smoke that nigga.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bowman completes it to Samuel. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Come on, bro. Where the fuck is this nigga at? Came back.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Time to go. Night. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Bowman. Open man. Samuel complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, Delta. Score. I got you, punk. Spawn, now.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He got you. Yeah, bro, I was moving around. I got a shotgun.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Hey! Wide. Get wide. Check.
On 1st, they'll go back to Wilson. Room here to run. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
You see me?
Right.
Yeah, I see you.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Damn.
Copper! Hey! High 7!
Damn, that nigga crazy.
From the gun, Bowman. That'll be complete to Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Yeah! Go! Mike 22! You draw Porker. But Mike 22, Mike 28. Sam off! Back to you. I'm going back to you. 36, 30. Ready?
2nd and 13.
Bro, what?
And that's complete.
You
And
just
they're going to
gonna
have
let the
another
ball
first
go over
down
your
as the
head.
tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Bravo!
Yeah, if you get to level 155, you win some games.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
They just playing on core. Right. Shit right here. Let's go to pump on
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Wilson. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great